It hits you all at once, not a gentle wave, but a wall of sensation. You step out of the airport and the world explodes. Heat, noise, and color. The air is thick, clinging to your skin, heavy with jasmine, diesel, and frying spices. Car horns blare, taxi drivers shout, temple bells ring, a symphony of chaos. You feel anonymous, overwhelmed, searching for something to anchor you. A cow ambles through traffic, a family of 5 zips by on a scooter, stories unfolding everywhere. It's life, unfiltered, happening, at full volume. The initial shock is a rite of passage for visitors to India. You can retreat, or you can step in and let the current carry you. I chose to step in, determined to understand this world. Was it as stressful as it seemed, or was there a hidden logic? The chaos wasn't just background noise, it was the main event, and now, I was part of it. The city demanded my attention, my adaptation. I took a deep breath and let the chaos become my guide. To witness pure chaos, you go to Chandni Chowk, Old Delhi's living, breathing market. The lanes are so narrow the crowd swallows you whole. You're carried by a river of people, pressed shoulder to shoulder. Chaiwalas call out, handcarts screech, bargaining fills the air. The smells are dizzying. Incense, spices, sweat, and dust. Personal space vanishes. You become part of a collective body. I met Anil, a shopkeeper whose family has worked here for generations. How do you cope with the noise and crowds? I asked. He smiled. This is the sound of business, the sound of life. When it's quiet, I worry. For him, chaos is not a problem. It's the heartbeat of existence. Every brush, every shout, every deal is a sign the world is turning. Here, disorder is the system. The market thrives on its own logic. In Chandni Chowk, chaos is not just endured, it's celebrated, and in that celebration, life pulses on. If Chandni Chowk is a river, Mumbai's local trains are a flood. At Dadar station during rush hour, the platform is a sea of bodies, no lines, just anticipation. The train screeches in. Before it stops, people leap off, others surge on. I'm swept into a carriage, pressed on all sides, barely able to breathe. The heat is suffocating, but inside, people talk, laugh, share newspapers. A group starts singing devotional songs, creating a pocket of community. I meet Rohan, a daily commuter. First time? He grins. You get used to it. We have a system. We help each other move. There's a method in the madness. As the next station nears, a chain reaction of shuffling begins. Somehow, everyone who needs to get off does. It's chaotic, but surprisingly cooperative. The train is a moving microcosm of Mumbai, crowded, relentless, but full of life. The chaos is not just endured, it's navigated with skill and camaraderie. In the crush, strangers become allies. The city's pulse beats strongest here, in the heart of the rush. I step off, breathless, but strangely exhilarated. In Mumbai, even chaos has choreography. Driving in an Indian city redefines traffic, especially during a Bengaluru downpour. Streets flood, gridlock sets in, and vehicles packed together in a metal puzzle. Horns blare in every rhythm, short, sharp, angry, musical. The horn is a language. I'm here, I'm moving. Don't pull out. My driver, Prakash, is unfazed, adding his own toot to the chorus. Outside, life continues. Vendors sell corn, office workers chat, families huddle on scooters. People adapt, living their lives in the jam, eating, talking, observing. I ask Prakash if the traffic makes him angry. He shakes his head. Anger is no use, the traffic is bigger than all of us. You need patience. He points to a family on a scooter smiling under a tiny umbrella. They are together. That's what matters. The chaos is a test of patience, a daily reminder of what's beyond control. In the jam, frustration gives way to acceptance. People find ways to coexist, to endure, even to smile. The city moves at its own pace, and you learn to move with it. In the chaos, there's a lesson. Sometimes, you just have to let go, and in letting go, you find a strange kind of peace. Varanasi feels like another world, where chaos and eternity meet. Along the Ghats, life and death unfold side by side. Children play, families wash clothes, sadhus meditate. The air is thick with marigold, river water, and smoke. At Manikarnika Ghat, Funeral pyres burn day and night. Bodies wrapped in gold are carried to the river, fires blaze, ashes rise. It's raw, confronting, but deeply moving. I spoke to a man tending the pyres. "This is not a sad place," he said. "It's a place of freedom. We help souls on their final journey." Here chaos is spiritual, a collision of sacred and profane, joy and sorrow. Tourists float by, dogs nap, a man practices yoga as ashes drift down. Varanasi forces you to confront life and death not as opposites, but as partners in an endless cycle. The messiness isn't hidden, it's embraced. In this city the chaos is divine, it unsettles but it also transforms. Here the eternal is found in the everyday. Ganesh Chaturthi in Mumbai is chaos transformed into celebration. For 10 days the city becomes a festival, culminating in the final immersion of Ganesha idols. Streets overflow with millions, processions snake through, each with a giant colorful statue. Music blares, drums thunder, clouds of colored powder fill the air. I join a procession, swept up in the joy. Strangers offer sweets, pull me into dance circles. There's no line between friend and stranger. Everyone is united in euphoria. The air is thick with scent and sound, a sensory overload of devotion. Young men form human pyramids, reaching for festival prizes. The crowd moves toward the sea, energy building to a final emotional farewell. Families say goodbye to their idols, wading into the waves, tears and smiles mingling. The festival is a cycle. Ganesha arrives, departs and promises to return. The chaos is an expression of love, faith and community. It's a beautiful, deafening, unforgettable mess. In Mumbai, celebration and chaos are one and the same. After weeks in the chaos I wondered, why does it exist? Outsiders see disorder, but the reality is complex history, culture, and sheer numbers. India's cities have grown faster than their infrastructure. Density is a key ingredient, there's simply not enough space. Culturally, life is collective, lived in public, with blurred lines between private and communal. Streets are for commerce, socializing, celebration, not just transit. Ancient city plans meet modern demands, creating daily friction. The Jugaad mentality, frugal innovation, thrives, bending rules to make things work. The informal economy depends on the streets, order would threaten livelihoods. For millions, chaos is not a failure, it's survival. The system is messy, adaptive, and resilient. Enforcing strict order would erase the very fabric of daily life. Here, chaos is not brokenness, it's the system itself, and it works, in its own unpredictable way. Amid the chaos, I found unexpected kindness everywhere. In Kolkata, lost in a market, a banana vendor guided me to my destination, refusing any reward. On a packed Mumbai train, a young man gave up his spot for an elderly stranger. In a traffic jam, my driver shared water with a thirsty policeman. These weren't grand gestures but small, constant acts of compassion. When systems are overwhelmed, people rely on each other. There's an unspoken understanding, everyone's in the same boat. This collective spirit is the invisible oil in the chaotic machine. It challenged my view of chaos as negative. Here, chaos is the context for deep human connection. Kindness thrives in the crush, and that, more than anything, makes the chaos bearable. My journey through India's chaos left me exhausted, but enlightened. I found noise, crowds, and intensity, but also a hidden logic. The chaos is a self-organizing system, governed by unwritten rules and shared culture. The lesson? Resilience and adaptation. People here don't just survive the chaos, they master it. Order isn't always straight lines, it can be fluid, organic, human. Judging by Western standards misses the point. This is a system that prioritizes the collective, embraces messiness and finds ways to flourish. The chaos is the rhythm of daily life. Behind the curtain lies complexity, resilience, and heart. It's uncomfortable, but deeply human. In the end, it's the humanity, not the chaos, that stays with you.